Hey guys, welcome to another tier ranking. Welcome to my Pixar tier ranking. Yes, I just saw the movie Lightyear and I thought, fuck it, let's do an updated Pixar ranking, but through a tier list. I'm just gonna say in this video right away that I did a whole review of Lightyear, but that video might not be coming out because something happened to it. The video file got all corrupted and I had to delete the video, so maybe I'll reshoot the video, but I just don't have the energy. I did a whole like 10.5 minute review on it, so I don't know if I have the energy to do a review of Lightyear again, sadly. I'll just give you my thoughts when I get to Lightyear on this list. But yeah, it sucks. It really does suck, but luckily I have other reviews for other movies coming out in the next few days, so I thought I'd at least give you guys my Pixar ranking. I can, get it out for you guys without the video format getting all fucked up and shit. So let's try to have a good time with it. So let's get to it. This is all my opinion, of course. If you guys want to disagree, you can go right ahead. Just want to make sure I have all of them. I think I have all of them. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, yeah, 26. 26. Okay. I think I have them all in chronological order. If I fuck up an order, yeah, whatever. You all know how tier lists go. S is the best, F is the worst. So let's start with the very first Pixar film, 1995's Toy Story, which everyone who knows me is an S tier. Toy Story is childhood to me. It was always comfort to me. I had 2 copies of the VHS tape because I wore the VHS tape out so much. It was always the quotable film for me as a kid, and it always just brought happiness to me, always watching it. And just, I love it. I love Toy Story so much. And Toy Story 2 is almost as good. Toy Story 2 is a really good sequel. It brought Jesse, who's a great character, Bullseye, great character, brought Zurg, Emperor Zurg, hilarious. We brought like a second Buzz Lightyear, and you've got Stinky Pete as the villain. Kelsey Grammer does a great job. It has a lot of emotionality in this, and a lot of great jokes, and just it may not have that greatness and that timelessness of the first one, but it's still a very good sequel, and I love Toy Story 2. It's a great sequel. And then we got A Bug's Life, which I actually saw in theaters. It was the first Pixar film I saw in theaters. And this movie is so freaking overrated. I don't like. I thought it was an okay as a kid. I find this movie almost unwatchable. I don't like the animation. I know like it was groundbreaking for its time. I think it looks ugly. I don't like a single character. I think the circus dudes are unfunny. I think there's some cool angles with the grasshoppers, and the grasshoppers have this intimidation and good atmosphere, which is cool. But the movie's cliched. It's predictable. It's boring. It's not funny. It's never a film I like watching. A Bug's Life, and I know people love it. Just I'm not one of them. I think it's one of the most overrated Pixar films ever made. I'm not a fan. Monsters Inc. on the other hand, I am a fan, and I'm gonna put it in the B tier. It's a good movie. Mike and Sully are great. They're a great team. I love the idea of this like monster world, and they survive off the screams of children and stuff. Oh, that's so great. I love Randall's villain. The relationship between Boo and Sully is great. Um, it's not as emotionally impactful as like the first 2 Toy Stories. It's not funny as the first Toy Story, but it's still a good movie with a very creative and clever idea and stuff. Some of the animation looks a bit dated because they were still trying to get that CG to look crisp like it is now, but it's still a very good film, and I really, really enjoy Monsters Inc. Finding Nemo is A tier. Like Finding Nemo is a fucking great movie. I love Finding Nemo. I love this story of this father. He's this overprotective father. He just wants to go save his son who was captured by the humans. Runs into Dory, who's like this fish that with short-term memory loss. And all these great characters like Bruce and Crush and the Fish Take Gang, which is like one of my favorite characters. And just I love Finding Nemo. It has just pure heart in it, and it's a very funny movie as well. And the first Incredibles is just, yeah, I love the Incredibles too. Like, it's just one of the most enjoyable, fun, feel good family superhero films, and just, I love it. It's the Fantastic Four done properly. And then we get to Cars. Cars sucks. Not quite F tier, but it's not very good. There's some nice animation. There's a joke here and there that's funny, but none of these characters I give a rat's ass about, and the world of Cars isn't interesting. If the movie was about like racers, like street racers or race car, NASCAR racers, maybe the movie could have been more interesting. But no, it's cars and they're alive, and that's kind of stupid. Ratatouille, I love Ratatouille. I think it's an S tier. I think it's underappreciated. I love it. I love the story of this chef and this rat Remy, who's obsessed with cooking, and I love it. Goes into the deep of the food industry and the restaurant business, and just has Anton Ego, one of my favorite animated characters of all time. It's almost a perfect movie to me, Ratatouille. Just I love it. I love it so much. Then there's Wall-E. Wall-E is very good as well. I'm gonna put in the B tier. The first 40 minutes of Wall-E is perfect. It's a perfect movie. When it gets to the space and to the chubby humans on the floaties, it's still a fun, enjoyable film, but it does lose it a little bit for me. The message is good, and there's some fun moments, but if the whole movie was like the first 40 minutes, I think this movie could have been an S tier. It's still in the B tier. I still think it's a very good movie. I love Wall-E and his relationship with Eve. But yeah, the movie has so much potential, though. Still a good movie, though. Up, yeah. If you know my channel very well, Up is amazing. It's one of my favorite animated films of all time. Like, seriously. Yes, the first 5 minutes is perfect, but the whole movie's perfect. Toy Story 3 also is S tier. This is the proper conclusion to Toy Story. Not Toy Story 4, not Lightyear, Toy Story 3. And Cars 2 is, I fucking hate Cars 2. Oh yeah, Cars, we'll make it like James Bond and we'll focus on the character everybody fucking hates. Stupid. Brave. Brave. I'm gonna put Brave in the C tier. It's okay. Like, there's stuff I kind of like. I like the animation. I like the world. And even like what's her name? Merida as a character. She's interesting. It's just the story isn't interesting, and everything that I thought the movie would be wasn't. It was just so disappointing, and it's kind of boring, really. It's not a bad movie. It's just kind of generic. Yeah. Monsters University, that's another F. I fucking hate Monsters University. I think it is a stupid movie. I never thought this is the direction they'd go with Monsters Inc. Well, they did it, and it's really fucking dumb. Inside Out. Inside Out's a great movie. Oh, what am I doing? Sorry. Um, I'm gonna go in the A tier. Inside Out's a great movie. Brilliant idea of these like different personalities in a person's mind. Just such a clever and unique idea. Like Pete Docter is he's a genius. The Good Dinosaur, very generic animated film that I saw once in theaters and I never bothered to watch again because I just didn't care. Finding Dory. Up on the beach, I actually don't mind Finding Dory. I think there's some funny moments. There's a fun adventure. There's some moments that really actually get a kind of big laugh out of me. and I really love Hank the octopus. And we have another Cars, which is probably just as good as the first Cars. Incredibles 2 was very like I'm gonna put in the C tier because there's good stuff in Incredibles 2, but it was very disappointing. Incredibles 2 is a movie I was looking forward to for so many years, and this is what they give us was a little disappointing. I wanted more powers, more of the family. They basically just did the first one again, except Elastigirl is now the hero, and Bob has to take care of the kids, which is fine and funny and all, but I don't know, just they had a boring villain. The story wasn't as captivating or as enjoyable as the first. Just I thought that there was so much potential again, just like kind of with Wally, but Wally was just a much clever film. There's just so much I wanted from Incredibles 2, and it didn't quite deliver it. Still a fun family film, but not that watchable. Coco. Coco's so good. Honestly, like over the years, I watched Coco so many times. I have to put in the S tier because I watch Coco. Out of all the new Pixar films, I watch it the most. The songs, the characters, the world, the Day of the Dead world, just everything. It's so funny. It's so endearing. It's so emotional. It's just it's a fucking great movie, and I love Coco. Toy Story 4, a film that I praised when it came out because I was shocked it was good. And I watched it a second and third time, and I'm like, actually, I think I might have been right the first time. This movie isn't that great. I'll put it in the C tier because there's great moments in it. Woody is a great character, and Mo Peep is awesome, and Keanu Reeves is so good in the movie. But what they do with Buzz Lightyear is stupid. The ending is so forced, and it's overly manipulative. Toy Story 3 is the proper ending. Onward. Onward, I was a little harsh on. I did rewatch it. I'll put in the C tier as well. Like it's okay. The ending is where I really enjoyed. The ending is so good. I just wish the whole movie was as good as that ending. It's fine though. Soul is a phenomenal movie. Just very smart, very clever, and this is the kind of Pixar movies Pixar needs to keep making. Same with Luca. I really enjoyed Luca a lot too. Like it was one of my favorite films of last year. So good. And now we got the new one, the ones this year. Turning Red, most overrated Pixar movie. Oh, people hated me when I said that. And let's talk about Lightyear. I'm gonna put in the C tier. Lightyear. I said in my review, which you won't get to see. There's a lot of great stuff. It's cool looking. The gadgets, the one world they go to is cool. Chris Evans is a great Buzz Lightyear. He does a good Tim Allen impression. For the life of me, I have no idea why they didn't just get Tim Allen, but it's cool. Like the movie looks cool. It's got great music and stuff. It's just the story is generic. The side characters are generic. What they do with Zurg is stupid. And the movie's supposed to be the movie Andy watched in 1995, and it became his favorite film of all time. And just, I don't know, it's a bit of a stretch. I get some people love this movie. Some people hated this movie. I'm more in the mixed bag for Lightyear. There's good moments, there's dumb moments. It's just okay to me. So yeah, let's put them in order now. Well, Up is gonna go in the top tier, then Toy Story, then Ratatouille, then Coco, then Toy Story 3. I think Up, Toy Story, Ratatouille, Coco, and Toy Story 3 are the best Pixar films ever made. Perfection. The A tier, I'm gonna go Inside Out as the top A tier film. Next, Toy Story 2, Incredibles, Finding Nemo, Lucas. All great films. All amazing. No complaints. The B tier, I'm gonna keep that. Yep. All again, solid movies. Now the C tier. I'll put Incredibles 2, then Onward, Toy Story 4, there we go. All okay films. They're okay. These films had potential to be great, though. The D tier. There we go. And there we go. Cars 2 is the worst. So yeah, there's my tier ranking for the Pixar films. So let me know in the comment section below if you agree or disagree with this list. Give me your favorite and least favorite Pixar films in the comment section below. And as always, if you like this video, please like and subscribe to the channel and join the docs.